During this experiment, we set out to understand the process of fermentation and use this as a means to discover which fruit would produce the most amount of alcohol when fermented over the same period of time under the same circumstances.
In our experiment, we filled up fruit with yeast. The yeast breaks down the glucose in the fruit into two substances, pyruvate and glycerol. Glycerol doesn't get broken down anymore, but pyruvate can be broken down into acetaldehyde and carbon dioxide, which is what makes it slightly carbonated. The acetaldehyde breaks down into ethanol and acetic acid. Ethanol is the type of alcohol that makes us feel drunk. About half of what was glucose is now glycerol, but the ratios of the other substances depend on other variables. However, the general trend is the more glucose and the longer it's fermented, the more alcohol.
As we learned in class, alcohol should boil off first and evaporate first because it is less polar than water. So if you heat the liquid at a lower enough temperature, the alcohol should evaporate without any water evaporating. We tried this at first, but then it did not work. So we just evaporated the solids out and then calculated the percentage of alcohol in the final product rather than doing it through volume. Over the period of fermentation that we allowed the fruits to sit and develop, enough alcohol was produced that we were able to identify the different percentage points of non-water in each sample. And due to our senses, we were able to deduce that there was alcohol present in all of the samples, but there was discrepancies into how much alcohol was actually produced. So for the bananas, they produced the lowest amount of alcohol on average, which was 6.13%. In the middle was oranges, and they produced 7.5% on average. And the third and most alcohol-y at the end was apples, and they had 9.48% on average. But they also had the widest discrepancy between the two samples, so